test drive. Here's another example. Let's say that I'm putting together a swing set for my child, right? If I'm a test drive person and I get this big old swing set, I'm going to put the box up against the fence with a picture of how that swing set looks. When I get stuck, I'm not going to look at the manual. I'm going to look at the picture and be like, are you kidding me? That's how it's supposed to work? And I'm going to problem solve by looking at the finished product. If I'm intuitive, I'm going to look at the manual, I'm going to look at the picture, I'm going to get flabbergasted by it, I'm going to be overwhelmed, I'm going to walk away. I'm going to start another project. And then I'll be like, oh, that's how I solved that problem. I'll come back to that project. When it's all said and done, it will take me 6 months to build a swing set, but I will finish 6 projects during that time frame, because that's how my brain works. If I'm a sensory experienced person and I get stuck, I will look at the manual, I'll look at the box, I'll grab my hammer, and I will start to beat the swing set to the pieces fit using physical force. This is your husband or spouse that throws it across the yard. They are using their sensory to problem solve. That's how they think. If you are an emotional person, you will pick up the telephone when you get stuck and you'll be like, hey, come on over today, we'll have margaritas, we'll cook out, we'll put together a swing set, and you'll invite all your friends over to help you problem solve to build the swing set. If you are deductive logic, you will look at the manual, you will criticize the manufacturer for the design. You will fabricate new pieces, draw out blueprints, you will submit your blueprints to the manufacturer, you will start a website and a form that says this is how it should have been built, and you'll start brokering pieces. You'll have set when it's all said and done. That looks nothing like the picture on the box. If you are an authoritative type person, you will get stuck. You will look at the manual, turn it over, find an 800 number, call customer service and go, I need help. Don't hang up now, walk me through the next step and the next step, and you'll stay on the phone all day until they're done. We all have a dominant brain function. Here's where it gets exciting as a teacher. I know that you cannot begin to understand every different student's brain function. Here's where you start. Find the students that are below performance level. Find the ones that are struggling. Start giving instruction based on their brain function. Use all 3 verbal patterns. If they are a test drive student, say at the end of the period, this is what this is going to look like. It's going to be just like this. Here's how I want it to be. And do you understand how you're going to get there? They'll say yes. If they are an intuitive type, I'm going to talk them through the process. They'll be like, you're bugging me, I got it. And you know they got it. And if not, you got to talk until their brain problem solves. I can tell them everything that I need to tell them. And if their brain does not tell them, they won't hear you. Because they can come to me with a problem. I give an answer. 3 weeks later, they'll come back to me with the same problem. I'll give them the same answer. And one day they'll be like, I figured it out. Here's what I need to do. And I'll be like, I told you that 3 weeks ago. But to them, they told it to themselves because they heard it in their brain. So talk through it. If they are a sensory, get them to work on it. Say, go to work on it. If I'm talking about rock formations and have little rocks up here, give them the rock. Let them feel it. Let them play with it. If it's an emotional, I'll say, you know what, get to work. At the end of class, I want you to come up and share with what you wrote. So I want you to help this person when you finish that you know also struggling. And if they're a self-motivated deductive logic learner, you can say, if you finish early, I want you to help this person, or I want you to do it a different way. Or I want you to help me instruct the rest of the students. And if they are a authoritative, say, do this, this, and this, I'll be back in a minute to give you the next step. And you start working your class that way. Now, can you be 2 of these brain functions? Yes. Can you have 3 dominants? Possibly. Can you have 4? Unlikely, unless you're a very advanced learner. We're finding this younger generation, because of things like brain gym and these activities that these kindergartners are exposed to in the preschool, we're finding a lot of them are very dominant on all 6 of the brain functions, which is why they can process better and faster than us.